This is a real UK earthquake. After incessant speculation since yesterday, Boris Johnson announced that he is resigning.
It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party and therefore a new Prime Minister. And I've agreed with Sir Graham Brady, the chairman of our backbench MPs, that the process of choosing that new leader should begin now.
Boris Johnson's sudden decision was influenced by a wave of departures in the government, initiated by Health Minister Sajid Javid and Finance Minister Rishi Sunak. They both resigned in protest against the promotion of MP Chris Pincher, accused of sexual harassment. They were followed by other members of the government. A total of over 50 people resigned. Government officials ensure that the situation is under control.
The business of government continues, supported in the usual way by our excellent civil service. There will continue to be ministers of the Crown in place, including in all great offices of state. We must continue to serve our country, constituents, and the general public first and foremost.
According to the first Scottish minister, Nicola Sturgeon, Boris Johnson should immediately step down from the post of Prime Minister. Extending the term of office until the appointment of a new leader of the Conservative Party is, according to her, not only playing for time, but above all, a mockery of voters.
I think first and foremost there will be an overwhelming and very widespread sense of relief today that Boris Johnson's time as Prime Minister, which should probably never have been allowed to happen in the first place, is coming to an end. I do think it is quite incredible, though, to suggest that he will remain as Prime Minister for another 3 to 4 months.
Keir Starmer, the leader of the opposition Labour Party, is of a similar opinion. Great Britain needs a fresh start, and it is in the national interest to change as soon as possible, not only the Prime Minister, but also the ruling party.
He needs to go completely. None of this nonsense about clinging on for a few months. He's inflicted lies, fraud and chaos in the country. And, we're stuck with a government which isn't functioning in the middle of a cost of living crisis. And all of those that have been propping him up should be utterly ashamed of themselves. We've had 12 years of a stagnant economy, 12 years of broken public services, 12 years of empty promises. Enough is enough.
The new leader of the Conservative Party is to be selected before the party's October convention. The schedule of the necessary steps will be announced next week. Johnson declared that he intended to continue fulfilling his duties as head of government until the appointment of a new leader. The 58-year-old Boris Johnson took over as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in July 2019.